time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Alabama's offense takes the field to start this game off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has...
Oh, he's going to go up top. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Clemson's offense will go to work for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He breaks the tackle. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, when you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about this season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long games. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point.
Picked off. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got it in stride inside the 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Here's a heat. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Richard. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. The returner will field it and bring it back. The coverage team maintains it. discipline, not much doing on that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Unloads quickly. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Back to pass, it's Russell. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. Flying down the left side. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Alabama!
Number 5 in the end zone.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off play action on first down. Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Slithers into space. Picks up the 1st down. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And I like the run there. The offense doesn't have to press. They've got some time still left before the half. And more importantly, they've got to cut into this lead. They're down a couple of scores. This would be enormous. The locker room will feel...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying him out.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Quickly complete.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking left. Makes a connection. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in it.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He got it! We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. To the air, it's Russell. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again, and again, and again. Just wears you out.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they've got on second down. Just keeps slinging it. He lobs one high down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. And this quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to throw. It's Denson. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with it 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quarterback may change this route. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. to go up top on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Richard. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. To the air on first down. Got his man. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. It's complete on the right side. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing
Right down the boulevard.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Denson. Bringing the heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. So now it's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
And the returner will be brought down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Did the work himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Running back searching for a hole. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he's going to try to return this one. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Hines is tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll try to power their way ahead. There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Can't get him to the ground. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Clemson. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the 2-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. It's complete to the right. Got room at the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. Going for the marker on the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking for the score! And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting a big tackle for a loss.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Between the uprights, it's good. That slices the lead to 2.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Looking to throw, it's Denson. Under fire. Snagged out of the air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give as they work on that clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
From the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that...
Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Touchdown time! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Denson. Finds his man down the middle. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. you're looking to build on this win moving ahead, because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.